I would say, like somebody was asking, is that something that happens very frequently nowadays? It's not as frequent. I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still something absolutely worth checking. All these little things are just going to add up to being more successful with the PC you build, right? Like, it's little things that you can do that are just going to save you heartache at the beginning. Okay. There we go. There we go. Just need a couple more, nothing too crazy, but enough to just really kind of make sure that we have a solid job here. 208 to 250, guys. Let's finish out those likes on YouTube. There we go. Okay, now let's cut these. Okay, now what we're just going to do is we're just going to zip tie this to the edge here. So you guys can just see this. We're going to zip tie these down. This is kind of like the last of the little cable management I'm going to have to do. The one thing that's really nice about builds like this is just how simplistic everything is going to be comparatively to some of the other builds you see me do. Yeah, this will be very OCD friendly. And we don't have cable extensions either, so. And that's one of the reasons I chose the couple things. I chose the power supply I chose, right? Because of the cables that already come with it. And then B, also just because of how easy those are to even cable management once we're done. And there's no SATA, there's nothing. I mean, it's a minimal number of cables for this build too. I just wanted something that was simple for you guys to be able to follow along with. No, Turdog, I wanted to give something that was like, if somebody wanted just a simple build. We don't do this very often. Just wanted something that was like clean, easy, done, you know what I mean? I need to be actually really careful, actually, hold on. Ugh. Realize something. I'm actually going to change one thing, guys. Up here at the top, I'm going to disconnect this connection right here. This is for this rear exhaust fan. What I'm going to actually do is I'm going to run it down, and I'll show you. I'm going to run it down here and down to the other header that's down here. It'll make for a cleaner build experience. Okay. Take some little tweezers and a little, where is my, there it is. And I'm gonna just grab this, ooh, ow. And then pull that, ooh. There we go. So pull that out, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, plug that right there. Okay, so that makes that clean. Then what I can do now is tuck the rest of this cable. And then now that you can't see that cable, it's completely hidden. So what I did is I just ran that and I tucked the cable, and then now that even makes less cabling here on the back as well. There we go. There we go. Okay. So there is the build as it sees, as it sits right now. We still have the, oh, one note, don't over push these. There we go. Now this will still get hidden, but I'm just doing this just to, oh no. There we go, oops. There we go. Okay, so that's how it would look right now. So build is pretty dang clean. Next stop, guys, is let's go ahead and put our GPU in, and then we'll install our PSU. Pretty plain looking build, as you can see. Still very clean looking. There it is. One more, 3. Apparently this one is trapped underneath this one. Wow. They're like, you're not getting this out unless you take this out. Okay, wow, that's really locked in there. They're like, that is not coming out. Okay, let's grab our GPU. Looks really good in there. Need 22 more likes on YouTube, guys, to give that away. Five more subs to give away a $50 Newegg gift card. Okay, guys, there is that. Okay, so builds in, GPU's in. Now we just got to put in our PSU, which all we got to do is grab over here. There's our PSU tray, or PSU slot thing. Okay. DMAT taking it closer. Okay, so here's our PSU. Already ready. We just need to grab our screws. There they are. Just need 4. Okay, let's grab our screwdriver here. We want this way. I guess we want it this way. Okay, getting that in there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put one screw, just not tighten it all the way, just one screw in each slot, but don't tighten them down. Main reason is you want to just make sure all the screws will be in the right spot. If you over tighten it, you'll find out that sometimes you'll have a hard time getting all the screws in. There we go. And once you have all the screws in, actually feel free to tighten it all the way down. There we go. All right, now let's just run this through. We're gonna take our cables, just run them into the slot in the back. And then we're going to take our screws. There we go. There we go. Now our PSU's in. Tighten it down. Okay, guys. Last part. So there is our 16 pin, which we're going to run top down. We're going to run it right out of the bottom here, just down like that. Really not a lot to plug in here. Okay, this is kind of twisted in here, so I'm going to fix this. Just going to make sure it's not braided or... There it is. Okay, so that's going to go up here. into this little slot right here. Okay, there's that. And then this one is going to go right here. Okay, so there's all our cables. They're all run to the right place. Flip it over. Okay, so we're going to grab our GPU, our motherboard. Now I'm going to try and keep this a little cleaner. Since I don't have cable combs per se, what you can do, just given how thin these are, is we can use zip ties to just give it some conformity. So you still have a clean looking cable group. There we go. So that's a nice clean looking cable group. This one, just gonna run this right here. And then we're gonna run all the extra cable down. I think this is twisted a little bit. Okay, same kind of deal. Which means you don't necessarily need cable combs. You can kind of create your own. You just want to make sure they're evenly spaced there. In terms of length, just trying to figure out where your best length is there. We're at the bottom. There we go. Okay, then last cable is our 24 or 12 or sorry, CPU. Goes right up here in the top corner. Left or right, either one. We'll do one kind of zip tie to clean this one up too.
If you were planning on installing any additional top fans, try to plug in your EPS first, or it will be more difficult.
Yeah, we don't need any for this build for sure, but yes. I was, again, simplicity, but yes, it's a good call. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and clear all these so that way you can't really see. You just want to twist these under so they're not they're hidden. There we go. Twist them under. So it just looks like there's a cable thing there, nothing you can see. Same thing with this one. we go. One more, guys, and then the build is done. Oh, no, it's not. I got to plug it in at the back. There we go. All right. Okay, there is our build from the front, which, I mean, even without cable ties, still looks nice and clean. If you were to open this up and see this build without all of the stuff inside of it, you would still be like, wow, that's a really clean looking build, which is kind of the point, right? So again, just making it look nice even without cable combs, and saving you some money, because all you're doing is, yeah, the default ones on the Asus PSUs, for the price, and I mean, they're not that much more expensive, and honestly, for the cables you get, very, very cable manager friendly. All right, so now let's go to the other side. Let's finish this off, just to finish this build. Yeah, I'm kind of a big fan of Asus PSUs. There we go. Kind of put away my zip ties too soon. Go. There we go. Okay, that takes care of that. Again, still keeps it nice and clean. Couple more zip ties, guys, and we're done. Just to keep this clean. There we go. Okay, let's just get this done. Okay, just gonna take a couple of zip ties just to make this look a little bit prettier. Then we are finished. These are aesthetic zip ties, no real purpose. They're just literally to make the build look better. What's up, PC guy? How are you? There we go. Okay, there we go, guys. Build done. If you want to skip this part, you can. In terms of cables, you don't have to do it. Yeah, Mawa, or you can use a thinner. You can use a one of the Easy DIY. Those have a tendency to do a really good job too, and giving you room. Okay, guys, so there's the cable management for the build. Looks pretty clean, right? Even the bottom looks really clean and out of the way. So, and then the front of our build also looks good. Ugh. Okay, there we go, guys. The full build. It's all black and clean, but yeah, there's again, we're gonna hide it all. But again, you still have something that looks, and if you wanted to do the tempered glass, you could. But I mean, we'll just go like this so you can see. There's your cleanliness of your build. Just a very, very smoked out, all black build with no cable management. I mean, no cables, cable combs, no cable extensions. Just very simple that we got built in. I mean, due to 645, and we benched it. We put an OS on it. We BIOS updated it. All that stuff live on stream. There we go. Throw a top on. Now there will be the only light you'll see in this will be the only light you'll see in it will be just the GPU light. Okay, so we're just gonna pop this in now. Okay, so before we turn it on, you gotta do one more time. Will it post? Did we find some mistake? Did we do something? We're gonna do our zip tie count. We're gonna go through our sponsor real quick. And then we're gonna turn it on and talk about deals too. So just in case you're curious, how big the case is versus a banana. There you go. That's it versus a banana. And then if you want to see